popular struggles and movements. In this topic, we shall learn about the Bolivia's Water War. Bolivia's Water War. Bolivia is a poor country in Latin America. The World Bank pressurized the government to give up its control of municipal water supply. The government sold these rights for the city of Cochabamba to a multinational company, MNC. The company immediately increased the price of water by 4 times. Many people received monthly water bill of rupees 1000 in a country where average income is around 5000 a month. This led to a spontaneous popular protest. In January 2000, a new alliance of labor, human rights and community leaders organized a successful 4-day general strike in the city. The government agreed to negotiate and the strike was called off. Yet nothing happened. The police resorted to brutal repression when the agitation was started again in February. Another strike followed in April and the government imposed martial law. But the power of the people forced the official of the MNC to flee the city and made the government concede to all the demands of the protesters. The contract with the MNC was cancelled and water supply was restored to the municipality at old rates. This came to be known as Bolivia's Water War. The popular struggle in Bolivia was about one specific policy, while the struggle in Nepal was about the foundations of the country's politics. Both these struggles were successful, but their impact was at different levels. Despite these differences, both the stories share some elements which are relevant to the study of the past and future of democracies. Both these are instances of political conflicts that led to popular struggles. In both cases, the struggle involved mass mobilization. Public demonstration of mass support clinched the dispute. Finally, both instances involved critical role of political organizations. If you recall the first chapter of class 9th textbook, this is how democracy has evolved all over the world. We can therefore draw a few conclusions from this. Democracy evolves through popular struggles. It is possible that some significant decision may take place through consensus and may not involve any conflict at all, but that would be an exception. Defining moments of democracy usually involve conflict between those groups who have exercised power and those who aspire for a share in power. Democratic conflicts is resolved through mass mobilization. Sometimes it is possible that the conflict is resolved by using the existing bodies like the parliament or the judiciary. But when there is a dispute, very often this body themselves get involved in the dispute. The resolution has to come from outside, from the people. These conflicts and mobilization are based on new political organizations. True, there is an element of spontaneity in all such historic movements. There can be many agencies of organized politics. These include political parties, pressure groups, and movement groups. Mobilization and organizations. Let us go back to our two examples and look at the organizations that made this struggle successful. We noted that the call for indefinite strike was given by the SPA or the Seven-Party Alliance in Nepal. This alliance included some members in the parliament. But the SPA was the only organization behind this mass upsurge. The protest was joined by the Nepalese Communist Party, Maoist, which did not believe in parliamentary democracy. This party was involved in an armed struggle against the Nepali government and had established its control over a large parts of Nepal. The struggle involved many organizations other than political parties. All the major labor unions and their federations joined this movement. The protest against water privatization in Bolivia was not led by any political party. It was led by an organization called FEDICOR. This organization comprised local professionals, including engineers and environmentalists. The movement was supported by the Socialist Party. In 2006, this party came to power in Bolivia. From both these examples, we can see that in democracy, several different kinds of organization work behind any big struggle. These organizations play their role in two ways. One obvious way of influencing the decision in a democracy is direct participation in competitive politics. This is done by creating parties, contesting election, and forming governments. There are many indirect ways in which people can get governments to listen to their demands or their points of view. They could do so by forming an organization and undertaking activities to promote their interest or their viewpoints. That is all in this topic. In the next topic, we would learn about pressure groups and movements.